everybody, and welcome to the 4th annual Sweet Pea Papers Crafty Christmas in July, and this is for 2024. Now, the event is going to run from July 1st to July 31st. We have 25 collaborators, and that's going to be at least, at a minimum, 100 videos, plus the at least 20 this videos series is going to take. Which I hope it's 20, because then I can take weekends off in July and catch up on everything else that's going on. So the 25 collaborators links are going to be below the video. Just click on the word more and that will all open up. And there'll be a big list of all the collaborators and all of their YouTube channels. So make sure to go over there and see their videos as well. Some of them have Facebook groups, so you might want to check those out too. And when you go to their YouTube channels, please like, subscribe, and comment, because I'm sure they would love to hear from you. And there was something else, and now I don't remember what it was. Okay. Anyway, we're having a drawing on August 1st at the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and it's going to be published on this channel, the Sweet Pea Papers YouTube channel. And to enter the contest, you're going to post your pictures at Sweet Pea Papers and at Junk Journal Tutorials and more Facebook groups. And we're about to tell you how that works right now. So now, July 1st through July 31st is when you can enter your pictures, your posts. And the drawing's going to be August 1st. To enter the drawing, you post your pictures of your Christmas projects using the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 24 in the Sweet Pea Papers or the Junk Journal Tutorials and more Facebook group. Now, each post, not each picture, but each post equals one entry if you have the hashtag in it. Okay? Now you can post in both groups at the same time and double your chances. So you can post the same post in Sweet Pea Papers and in Junk Journal Tutorials and more, and then you'll get 2 entries. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself, because I'm combining the 2 lists, Sweet Pea Papers and the Junk Journal Tutorials and more list, into one big drawing. We're not going to have 2 separate drawings. Okay? So now, our generous designers are the people that donated kits to us to use to make our creations. Now, the kits, multiple, that I'm using is Cozy Christmas. That's the first one, and that's the great big kit. And that's a collaboration between Line.Arrow and Nonstop Paper Crafts. So you can find it there, half at Line.Arrow plus an add-on, half at Nonstop Paper Crafts plus an add-on. Plus, we're going to be giving freebies for the Cozy Christmas kit away during the Christmas in July event, okay, at both Sweet Pea Papers and Nonstop Paper Crafts. Nonstop Paper Crafts. I'm looking at it, so I said it. Both at Sweet Pea Papers and at Junk Journal Tutorials and more, and they will be different freebies. So you'll need to go to both groups to get your freebies. And I'm not sure exactly how many, so I'm not really sure exactly how often you're going to get them. I would think once a week, and that way you can use them to craft along with your Christmas projects too. Now, the other kit that I'm using is called A December to Remember, and that's by Line.Arrow, and all I did was take some backing papers out of there. So some of the solid patterned ones, not the book page ones. So that's 2 of our designers. Cara Brandon Creations is another. Crafty Dragon Creations is another. Natty and Moon, Studio 28, E-Journal Creations, The Trucking Scribe, Beauty and Books Co., and Paperomia, and I actually have another one signing up today, and that will be our very last one. And I don't remember the name, I'm sorry, but I'll have it in the next video for you to add onto your list. Now, to visit all these shops, we're going to have sales, and I'm assuming sales on their Christmas kits. Just click on the link that says a link to designers. And when you click on that link, a page similar to this will open up, and you just click on each name and it will take you to their Etsy shops. And that way you can check them out, check out their sales, check out their Christmas kits and all that good stuff. Okay? All right, I think that's it for that. Now, when we left off, let me get the book. believe it or not, we almost have a book now. So, when we left off, we were finishing up this section here. So now we have these first 3 sections done. Now remember, this one's going to have to be removable, I believe. Maybe not. We'll have to take a look at it, because I'm thinking I'm going to have to make a piece of paper, a backing paper for this, and then use an even larger ribbon, glued from here to here, you know, behind and behind, and then velcroed in the center to hold it in place, because we have to take it out because of that funny unfold. Now, because I did this envelope the same size as this one almost, I ended up with the same funny unfolding in this one, but it's not as bad. This one came out perfect, so happy with it. And then, so this one folds in on this one, and that makes this full, so that's perfect. Then this one folds in on this here. We're going to be working on this section right now. And then this is going to be the back side of the book cover. The book spine is right here. It's 1.5 inches wide. So we are going to make a 2 signature book. I've got the papers printing right now, and I'm going to trim them. And so we're going to try to do this and maybe the eyelets for this, and we shall see how that goes. Okay, so then this section here, depending on how tight this book cover is, because I printed out 14 pages, which is 2 7-page signatures, and I forgot about signature covers. So I will, oh, I had some, I do have signature covers. Plus 2 signature covers. Did I print on the back? Not yet. I need to print on the back of those. So I can't cut them out yet. So these are the 2 signature covers. So that's going to be 8 pages. 2 8-page signatures of 65-pound paper folded in half. So that's going to be chunky monkey. We may have to take a couple pages out of each signature. I'm not sure. So as soon as this video is over, I'm going to print on the back of these and get those done. So right now, what we're going to do is we're going to make a large expandable pocket to go right here, because we're not going to decorate our book. We're just going to put the pages in on the elastics. And so whoever you give the book to, you're going to end up having to put your ephemera in here, and you're going to need to have a pretty big pocket to do that in. And so that's why we're going to go ahead and do one of those. I wasn't going to do one this time, but it looks like we are. So the first thing we need to do, this is our paper back here, and I've already inked it. Okay, that's going to go right there. This is our pocket front, and it'll go right here. And then I'm not sure, I might just make 2 ribbons that come down and put buttons on them. That would be kind of fun. And then we're going to make a smaller pocket on the front to hold the teeny weeny ephemera. Okay, the minis and the others. So, do I have the other side of this paper? Because that would be perfect to make the front pocket with. Let me put you on hold for just 1 second and print out another page of this. Okay, so now I've got this printing right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this away for now. And we're going to work on this. So now we know if this is the paper, And this is the same height, which it is. And then we need to fold a 1/2 inch under. So that's not going to be enough. So let's go 1.5 inches. So let's cut this in half first. We never did use this page for anything, this side or that image, I don't think. Oh, by the way, this is video 15, I believe. So then we're going to hold this. We're going to take this and we're going to cut 1 inch off. And then we'll I should have cut a 1/2 inch off. Okay, so we'll fold it under by 1/4. And these should be exactly the same width, correct? Okay. So we'll score this, or the wheels on my stool keep rolling over my pant legs. My pant legs are so long. I keep getting shorter and shorter. Let's see. Let's just do 3/8. And we'll see those candy ornaments. Thinking I was going to just put a ribbon at the top, but then the ephemera might come out. So maybe we should do a flap. I don't want to do the loop in the thing. So we'll do the flap. And then we'll do a ribbon with a button on it. And Velcro to hold it shut. That's what we'll do. Okay, so let's cut this down. This is coffee dyed paper, 32 pound. I don't want it to be quite as long as that, so we'll cut this off here. Then I need first I'm going to make this 4 inches. Then I'm going to make two 2-inch pieces. Let's see if I can do this right. Because what I want to do, I want more of the accordion thingies. So I'm going to go in about this far. Then instead of folding it in half and then folding the sides up, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go back and forth. This size. Approximately. So what I have is a little teeny bit left over. So I'm going to straighten the piece of paper out from its little accordion shape here at the end. And I'm going to cut this little piece off. Because I don't need it. Okay. So I have this, and it will accordion out a lot farther than the other one we have because it's going to have 2 points. It needed one more. My printer's still printing. It's printing out the back sides of the pages of the book, and then, which I just randomly selected to the front side, so I have no idea how it's going to turn out. And then it's going to print out that other copy of this. We'll have to cut it in half and all that good stuff. Yeah, see, now we need to cut this off. Yeah, this one's the same way. We needed one more flap down. So if I had made it 2¼ inches, so if you remember that for next time, then it would have been able to stretch out even further. So I'll have to remember that. So let's ink this. Wherever there's a peak, just put a little black on it. Okay. Let's glue this on. These are awfully long. Much better. Okay. Let's glue this on. Why are they the same size until you go to glue them together and then all of a sudden they're not? Okay, let's flip this down for seepage. We're going to glue these on. Okay, you want the points facing outwards. And you want the edge of the paper lined up with the edge of the paper. Okay. Okay, and then we're just going to put the glue on here. I think the glue was trying to spew out because I had it laid on its side. So now it's nice and springy. We haven't had any glue. Now look how far that opens. Whoopsie. Wait for the glue to dry before you start pulling on it, I guess. Guess that would be a good plan. I'm just trying to get this paper lined up. I thought I had it lined up, but I guess I didn't. There we go. Okay, now we're going to, are we going to make the lid from this, the flap from this? I'm not going to make it that long. I think we want these on the end. I think I want to cut it right under here. So let me do that. Okay. So let's figure out what we want to do here. Let's cut this about here. We'll score it about there. Cut it about there. I'm just eyeballing it. Oops. Wow, 3/8. Wowza. I'm going to have to ink this one a little bit different because you're going to see both sides. And that's why we're just going to use a dot. Oh, we are going to see this, aren't we? That doesn't match very well. Well, at least it'll be right side up. No, it won't. It's going to be upside down music. They're all the same. That would work. Let me hold on to this. This one's longer. Well, let's see how big this one would be. This one has the seal and the thing as well. And now that I realize it's going to be upside down, if I turn it upside down when I do it, and then, oh, it won't work, it's too narrow. So this one's our choice. Or this one. So let's score it at 3/8. That's about as small as we want to go. I was going to do some ribbons, but I think we'll do a ribbon across the bottom and put buttons on it. So now, if we put it on like this, how did I manage to do it wrong? That's even more noticeable that it's upside down. Okay. You know what? Hold on just one second. Okay, so that was a big fail because, I mean, we're going to use it for the pocket, but because I printed this the right way. So that means no matter what we do, we're going to have upside down print. So if we make this right side up, then when we open it, it's going to be upside down. So instead of doing that, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one, what we originally had, because it's harder to tell that the music is upside down, except, does that really match? It doesn't. Let's see what I've got on the backs of these. This would work. No, it wouldn't. We could do this way. I just don't like it. I don't like it either way. Now I've lost the folded piece that I had. Oh, here it is. I rounded the corners. Well, I have an idea. So if this is going to go on like this, what we need is something right side up here that is this. So what we're going to do is we're going to glue a piece of paper onto here. That fits. And we're going to cover that other one. We don't have to score it because we cut it to be inside. Got tired of messing around. We just didn't have the right combination of paper. If I wanted this to work for the flip, I would have had to print one side right side up. You know, the one side would have to be upside down to the other. But then when I cut the paper and I had the other half, I wouldn't be able to use that for anything. Okay. doesn't look exactly right. I like this side better. Put the glue on this side. I think I'm going to be out of glue before the end of the month. Do this so we can slide it around, get it lined up. After this, I think I'm going to make lunch. Yeah, all that did was make the paper slide. Let's glue this on here. That works for me. Okay, now let's take our, we could use a magnet. We could put the magnet right there and cover it with lace and a black ribbon. And then put a magnet on the back side. Let's do that. Now remember, this is going to glue onto the book cover as its own section. just like the flip-flop sections that we made. So now we want to, let's go ahead and put the magnet on the back so we don't forget. I like that. Now, do I still want to put a pocket on the front and cover up all of the, let's see. Okay, so make this pocket here. I was going to put some buttons on here. It's just going to make everything look off center, isn't it? And put the two buttons evenly. Then you're going to notice more that the that these are not, they're kind of staggered just a little bit, just enough to make everything messed up. Now, I think I'm gonna round the top corners of this pocket. Now the only question is, do we want to put gold leaves? I didn't show you that when I finished that other section off camera, put that acetate pocket on that page and stuck it in there. I had sprayed the page with the gold to make it all shimmery. Then I sprayed the card with the silver shimmer and the gold, so it looks pretty nice. And then I put trim on the acetate pocket, and not in the middle, down at the bottom, because we had that big snowflake pattern. Probably should have made this an expandable pocket as well. That would have been better. I'm going to put some lace across here. Anyway, I used these gold leaves because I had forgotten that we had them. And we hadn't been using them on and off, you know, like swapping the white ones and the gold ones, which is what I had wanted to do. So I think we're going to use the gold ones on here because we'll have white ones on the, oh, but we're going to have white ones on the, if we're going to have white ones on all three of the other sections. I'm wondering, would the gold on here not just make it look out of place? Put enough glue on there, it should probably hold that ribbon as well. That combination is so pretty. So now this is actually section 7 because I numbered the spines. So even though the spines aren't really a section, they've been numbered. So that kind of makes them a section. What's going on here? I'm going to do the same thing up here. Then I'll trim the lace to match the rounded corner if I need to. Oh, look at that. I made it a little short. Oh, good. Wondered about that. Wasn't really that big of a deal. Once it's stretched out, like so, it's fine. I just have to trim that little bit right there. We'll get this glued on. And we'll get the white glued on. We'll label it on the back where it goes. Kind of helps cover up that funny corner too. Now I'm wondering, yeah, I think I should. Okay, let's let that dry before we fold it over. This is going to be, let's write it in pen. Section 7. Okay, so we'll let that dry. And I'll find something to put in this little pocket. And then any ephemera we have left over we'll put inside this pocket for safe keepings. Let's make sure our magnet still works. Yes. Okay, let's let that glue dry. And there we go. So I believe that that's going to be it for this video. And I'm going to see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay? Alrighty then. See you then. Bye-bye.